Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day today. It was 58 last night, which means it was comfortable. I'm going to probably give you a garden update later, but the garden is looking really good, and we are eating a lot of food out of here. Everything's looking good. With the cooler weather comes growth. Lots of growth. Even the chili plants, which are hot weather plants, are growing. Look at the size of this thing now. And with the tall growth means that the animals can't get the chilies off of it anymore. And that is nice. That's a bonus for us. Our tomato has grown up, is growing up high. So everything's growing now. A lot of our tomatoes died in the drought and the heat, but some of them are doing well. The cabbages all died. We couldn't save them. It's just been too intensely hot for the colder weather plants. We've got a lot of chilies here. Everything's starting to take off. We have a lot of jalapenos, which I like. Here, jalapeno peppers, and here. So we're going to harvest these and we're going to dry them. And we're going to dry them in the sun for later use, because obviously we can't use that many this quickly. And maybe even take some tomatoes and make our own salsa. And yes, we will do water bath. From now on, everything we do will be water bathed. I actually have subscribers on that. I wasn't teaching anyone. I was just showing our daily life. But yeah, sorry about that for making people mad. But my mom still says if it's tomatoes, she never has done the water bath. Tomatoes only tomatoes. But anyway, we are going to be putting away a lot of food this year. We have a lot of food in here. And it's harvest time, so we are working. I'm going to get myself ready and get myself dressed up to go out into the forest and start cutting. Oh, our cold weather plants are what is that? I'm not even sure. Lettuce and spinach and what's the purple base thing? I don't even know. Melanie planted all that. I don't even know if she knows. I think that might be Swiss chard. They're all starting to grow. Finally. We planted these in the spring and they're just now growing. So things are looking good here at the Off-Grid Homestead. So I'm going to get out there in the forest and start chopping trees. Chris has his workstation here. I run it empty and he fills it up. We are looking good. We are looking really good here. Now we're going to move the tent where Chris is over here. We're going to cut up all this stuff here. Well, Chris is going to run the chop saw and a generator. So the tent is going to go in this area here. I'm going to shorten those two stumps. And right after lunch, we're going to move that tent over here. And that way he can start cutting all of his little spindly wood piles and bring the work site to the work area. And people keep asking me about these stumps. I keep saying in comments and in the video, we're just going to level them off like we did here for now, and we're using them as benches. Very useful, right?
Yeah.
I don't see what, they're not going to harm. I don't plan on driving any truck through here right here, and I don't plan on anything else, so they're not going to bother us. And right now we're thinking about actually cutting a bunch off flush and putting a 2x4 on it as a chicken roost for in the chicken coop. We've been hauling wood, all three of us been hauling wood. When I empty the saw, I start hauling with the big wagon. I just left it over there. And we've got almost all of the wood cut out to where the chicken coop's going to be. I've just got a little bit of stuff to cut yet. And with the group effort of hauling it all out, we'll have this done today. This area here cleared out for the chicken coop. Now there's a lot of wood up in here. There's a whole lot of wood up in here yet that needs to come out. But for the chicken coop, we got to come to this tree. So that's this area here. And we will have it soon, right, Chris?
Yeah.
We will have it today. I think this area will be cleared today. And then depending on what time it is then, we will start the chicken coop this week. But We still got a lot of trees down over here that we'll be doing later, but that won't be in the way of anything now. And we'll get it. Let me take you over and show you how much wood we got. I have a growing wood pile here up against the fence. We're going to go as high as the fence. Yeah, a little higher. Won't hurt a thing. And we're going to move everything out of here. All this stuff out of here. And then we have a driveway to haul equipment through. And we're going to come out another 2 rows here. So we'll have 3 rows out. We're going to go all the way back along the fence line. All the way back. So we'll see how much wood we have when we're done. But it's quite a bit. And then Chris is stacking it over in the shed. I'll show you that. By the way, this is wood to be split. This is the big stuff. Alright. So we're sitting this out here in the sun to split and cure. And when we get the log splitter going again, which is right there, we will start splitting this stuff and taking it over into the woodshed. Let me take you over and show you what Chris has been up to. Chris is making beautiful chicken condominiums, and I think he's doing a very good job. The birds are very thankful. You, one day, will go in the pot. What do you got to say about that? You think so. Anyway, it's slowly stacking up. Now this is the stuff that we think we'll be able to burn this year. So it's all the small stuff or anything that's cured, and this stuff here definitely will be ready because that's all the little stuff. That's good kindling and small things for fire starting, so that'll be very convenient to just reach in and grab here whatever wood you need for that. We got a long way to go yet though to get the shed filled, but we'll get it. We got a lot of wood, don't we, Chris?
Yeah, we do.
Hey everybody, we got the tent moved. Now we got the chop saw and some boards we're gonna move. This barn is resting again. Melanie is passing by, and I'm not gonna show Melanie. She doesn't want to be seen. So we've got the tent over here, and we've pretty much got all the wood cut. There's just some little chunks here and there. But it's getting too hot for me now, and we're gonna start hauling all this stuff out of here. Actually, everybody has been hauling. I'm gonna start helping to haul this out of here. But we got it. We accomplished our goal today. Now I'm gonna just cut these stumps flush so they're safe, nice and flat. But otherwise, we're gonna leave them for the birds. I think the birds will appreciate it. Hey everybody, the shadows are getting long. It has been in the 90s today again, 90 degrees, but 45% humidity, so somewhat tolerable. I had to dry my clothes in the sun again, but I keep on going. Let's go see what we done today. We're cleaning out this area. This is going to be completely emptied. Completely, so the view from the house will be nothing but the goat pen and firewood. So there won't be anything here anymore. I'm going to put this away. We had our chop saw on that, and that's my router frame, my router table, which is going to be put back in use as a not a router, planer. That's a planer table, and that's going to be put back into use as a planer table and not for the chop saw. We've got a lot of firewood out here, and odd thing is the bees, they're thinning out I think right now, but the bees have been all over this, swarming and eating and the inner bark of the trees, and there has been a lot of bees swarming out here chewing on the inner bark of the trees. It's odd. There's flies and ants too. But here we've got 3 rows of firewood stacked up as high, well, a little higher than the pallets. Oh, there's a little guy. And then we've got 3 rows started here, and we're going to run all the way back to the end of this side of this fence, which helps reinforce the fence, of course. Now over here we got some piles of wood. We took all of the twigs and branches and anything Chris wants to cut up went over here. And Chris is currently chopping. Chris needs help with a wheelbarrow, I assume. He's currently chopping up the wood using the generator and the chop saw. You need help with that wheelbarrow?
No, it's alright.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah, that's why I always check it to make sure it's
okay.
heavy.
So he's going to try to eliminate these piles, which we had stacked up all over the place, and now we've consolidated by the tent. We brought the tools to the work site instead of trying to take the work to the tools. We've got the chicken coop area almost cleaned up. I'm going to finish this up here in a couple minutes, and then we're going to take stock of the T-posts that we have, and I'm going to check my finances and see if we can go get some T-posts, because there were some mistakes as well as damage that was pre-done, already done to the fence. We had some accidents, and anyway, I'm going to put a T-post here, two there, and that's the length of the chicken coop. And then we've got to come on out and across. People say, why don't you use saplings? Well, because the termites love them. The saplings last about half a year, and I don't feel like doing everything twice. I am tired of doing everything again and again and again. Used to be everything was temporary here, but I didn't own the place. Now it's not temporary anymore. A lot of people are complaining that I'm using chicken wire to contain chickens. And then the raccoons will mock me and laugh at the chicken wire. That's true. Chicken wire only contains chickens. It doesn't stop the predators. That's what the electric fence and the barbed wire is for. I never lost a bird when I had electric fence. But chicken wire only keeps the chickens in. It does not stop predators. That's all that purpose is to keep the birds in. So, and that's what we intend to do right now is probably tomorrow we'll start putting up the chicken pen. And then we'll extend it on out as we go, as we continue repairing the fence lines that was destroyed last year when I went to meet Melanie. We'll continue putting up T-bars as we can afford it and rebuild the fence all the way back. And continue extending and expanding the chicken run. So I'm going to get back to work and continue getting this wood out of here, because as soon as the firewood is out of this area, we can start construction.
Hey everybody, this is all smaller stuff that's going to go into the wood shed. Some of it's already cured, dead standing wood. Some of it's going to cure quickly and be usable this winter. It's all the thinner stuff or the dead and dry stuff that Melanie left behind. She was only hauling out the green stuff that needs to be split, and then I'm hauling out the stuff that will be burnable this year. And all this thing goes into the firewood shed. And that's it. Right there is the corner of the chicken coop. So we did it. We got the area cleared out finally, and we can start building. I've taken stock of our tent, our T-posts. We've only got 4 good T-posts that we can use for this project, and we need 12. So looks like a trip to Tractor Supply is in order. I do like this wagon. Some of y'all may remember I got this a couple years ago for $5. Sure is good to have on this property. You don't pass up a deal like that on the Homestead. And it gets used out here. It is an awesome firewood hauler. That's pretty much all it's been used for since I got it. It's got like a 1,000-pound capacity. Originally it was rated for that. I wouldn't put that on it now. But it can handle some wood. It can handle some serious amounts of firewood. Now, that's a decent load right there. Question is, can I handle it? It gets heavy. Melanie washed clothes and this is empty, this big tank. So we've got our last 275 gallons, 250 gallons of water, and I ran the house line into here because it's not connected to the plumbing yet, and so we're going to run that dry, pull it out and put in a tank that's not crumpled up, and then we'll switch back over to using this main tank again as soon as that one's out of here, and we'll plumb the two together because I have all the plumbing for that. So that's what I've been up to. My marine pump quit working, so we have to manually switch the hose from the house. By the way, everybody's asking about the solar, and I don't even look at it anymore, to be honest. It's 12.9 volts nighttime, and we are looking good. I don't even worry about it much, although we are still just as sparing as always, so I don't have to concern myself with running low. Still working. It's nighttime, but I got the T-posts that we had out here right by where the new chicken coop's going to go. So I sorted out every one that I had that was usable for and long enough for this job. And then I'll take you over. We went to pick up a friend who was in need, who was stranded, and then we went over to Tractor Supply, so I'll show you what we got there. Oh, and when we got our friend home, he had these tires sitting there, which I always wanted 13-inch tires to fit our log splitter, so because they're in flats. Actually, that's one of the tires that I just took off. Sadly, the rims don't match up, but the tires will. So tomorrow Chris is going to use the Sawzall and cut that off the rim, and then we'll take the two tires and the two rims in and have them mounted for us so that we can have our log splitter mobile. Because the problem is, you can't move this. It's too heavy to move on tires that have actual flat spots. You just can't. So we're going to get these tires on the trailer rims, and hopefully we'll be rolling. So we'll see how that goes. I got 5 T-posts at Tractor Supply that'll fit the job. That's all I needed to supplement what I already had. So tomorrow, chicken pen construction begins. Finally. It's been a long awaited process, but we're getting it.